Today, I'm going to discuss with you on how to configure Microsoft OneDrive for the first time. So let's say you have some files or you have documents, private pictures you want to save to the cloud. Should in case, for example, your computer gets crashed or your computer gets stolen, then you still have access to your files and documents. And apart from even saving the files to the cloud, you can as well access these files from anywhere, from your mobile device, from a laptop, desktop, so long as you have access to the internet. So to configure OneDrive for the first time, what you need to do, you have two options. One, I can either go to the show hidden icons here, and here you see I have the OneDrive, and I see not signed in, so I can just double click on it and then sign into my OneDrive, or I can go to my start menu here and then type OneDrive, and here you see we have the OneDrive app. So click on the OneDrive app, and here you can see that OneDrive has not been configured on this computer. So what I need to do is I need to put in my email address. So mind you, if you have like for example you have a company account or have an Hotmail account, you can still have access to your to OneDrive. But if you are using an Hotmail account, I think the limit of the OneDrive space you have is not that much. So because but if you are using like a business account, you have more space. I think to about 100 gigabytes of OneDrive space. So let me just put my email address here and then click sign in. So you can see this account is linked to Office 365. So it's now telling me to actually sign in to enter my password. So let me just enter my password and then click sign in. Here you can see it's just giving me some options. Add files to your OneDrive folder so you can access them from other device and still have them on this PC. So well, you also have the option to actually change the location of where you want to save this OneDrive. By default, the OneDrive, your OneDrive is being files is being saved or folder is being saved to your user's name. You can see Kelvin Johnson, and then you have the OneDrive. But as well, you can just click on change location and decide to enter a different location. But I'm going to select, just leave it in on the default location, then I click next. Here it says get to know your OneDrive. I can decide to just click this cross cancel to just go to my OneDrive. As well, I can just click next to say, well, share files and folders. So just telling me what you can do. I can as well see, so you have the online only on this device always available. So what it's trying to say is this: you can see we have different kinds of icon. You can see we have the cloud icon on the blue white background, which means that the file is actually in the cloud. So which means that by double clicking on the file, you will see that the file will be actually changed to green with a check mark. That which means that that file has been opened. But after some time, the file will definitely move back to the cloud. And here we have always available. Always available means that you actually allow that files to be saved on your computer, and that files will always be available on that device. Should the case you decide to disconnect from OneDrive on that computer, or something happen you could not access that file anymore, if you have saved that file on your device, you say always be available on that device, which means definitely you still have access to that file. So let's just click next, and it says, do I want to actually configure the mobile app? I'll say no, I'll do that later. And here we can say open my OneDrive folder. Here you can see my OneDrive folder has been opened, and here we go. You can see that all the files right now, they are all in the cloud. Even if I have like 1,000 files on my OneDrive, all the files will be available immediately. But mind you, the files are all in the cloud. So because I think before now, it takes some time for those files to be synchronized on your device, and those files will be available on your device, taking a lot of space. Just assume you have a file like about 50 or 90 gigabytes, and you have a hard disk, which of course is about 100 gigabytes. You can see that it takes a lot of space, and you are just left with just like 10 or even 5 gigabytes. But Microsoft has all have improved to keep all the files in the cloud. So what you can do, you can decide to say, well, I want to keep this folder on this device. So first of all, let me go to Office 365 to my Office 365 account and show you what I'm talking about. Let me just go to Internet Explorer. So if I go to my Internet Explorer, here you can see that I have all my files also in the cloud. So if I go to my folder here, you can see we have about, let me see, we have about 6 folders, which 1, 2, 3, about 6. And if I go to the cloud, you can see as well we have 6 folders. We have 2 items like on users. When I go to my users here, we have 2 items. So let me just double click on this document and show you what happened. You can see that the status has been changed to a check mark with green, which shows that this document has been opened. But mind you, this document has been opened. After some time, the document will actually be moved to the cloud. And let me just click there and click OK. And you see the check mark. So let me close the document and just only let me just say it's telling me to sign on. I don't want to sign in right now. So I want to actually allow this document to be available on this device. So if I say always be available on this device, you can see that this the status has now changed with a total green background, which means that this document will always be available on this computer. So if I disconnect from OneDrive, I still have the option to actually um, have access to this document from my computer. So also we have the option. If I go, let me just go back to my global Nigeria. You can see that here I'm having another status. You can see that we have a close to the cloud icon here. I'm having a kind of an icon which shows like this document is being shared. So what I did is I shared this file. If I right click, let me right click on this file. You can see when I click share, this document has actually been shared with a user. So that's why you can see that the document is being shared. So I have the option to actually say anyone can edit the file. I can decide to say, okay, people in Global Nigeria with a link, people with so specific people. So I can decide to uncheck this, that if I share this document, they should only have the read access and they should not be able to edit the document. So I just click cancel and close this. So that's how you can actually share this this file, the folder from your OneDrive on your laptop. You can as well go to the internet here. You have the option to actually just click on the 3 dots here, and then we have the option to share. So now this file is in Dutch actually, because I'm actually doing this video from Belgium. So this is deal and we shared. So you can actually share this file. So if I click share, here you can see I have the send options. So I can decide to actually click on this, and you can see that we have the option to actually share with specific user. I can as well uncheck the user for the user to only have the read option, should not have the option to actually edit this document. I can as well actually insert a password that for anyone to have access to this file, the person will need a password which I'm going to share with them. So if I go back to my file here and I decided to, let me just delete this file here. Delete. So you don't, okay, let me just say yes. You can see that file has been deleted. Now I now have just 5 files folder left. And I go back to my, okay, let me just try to refresh. So after refreshing, you can see the external files has been deleted. So also the same, if I decided to say, okay, I want to just, let me just close this, and I want to actually delete this file here, these files. If I click delete, yeah, are you sure? I say yes. The file has been deleted. So I now have 4 folders left. So if I go to, you can see the folder was deleted immediately before I even. So it goes very, very fast if you have access to the internet. It's only when you don't have access to the internet, you delete the file in the cloud, and the file will still be available here if you don't have access to the internet. And immediately you have access to the internet, the file will automatically be deleted. So what actually going to do is I'm going to actually show you how to actually save your documents, your pictures, and your desktop files to OneDrive. So you have the option to actually back up all your documents, your pictures, and your desktop files, or immediately everything you save to your document will automatically be backed up to OneDrive. So I'm going to make a different video on that, not to make this video very long. Thank you very much for taking your time to watch this video. My name is Kelvin Johnson, and please, if this video has been of a great help to you, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also like my video for taking my time to create this video. Thank you very much, and see you next time.